What's going on, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome into the new year. And you want to feel really sad? We are closer to 2050 than we are to 2000. Think of that. Like we're getting into the later date. I don't know. That blows my mind. 2050. The future is here. It is 2026. It's going to take several weeks to get used to that. And writing that and noting that on all my notes and stuff at work, it takes me a very long time. But yeah, we're here. We're doing a show today. Really happy to spend the new year with you guys. It is a federal holiday. The banks are all closed, but you know what? The scope, we roll on. We're doing another show today. It's going to be good. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Our typical Ubisoft and Battlefield debacles. ABI is getting kind of silly, and then I think it's a good time to kind of look back at 2025 and ahead to some of the games we're most looking forward to in 2026 is going to be fun. And then we got some quick shots and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a good and fun show. I don't think there's a crew of co-hosts or viewers and listeners that I'd rather spend the new year with. Appreciate everyone being here. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I love doing these shows. I'm just kind of, I don't know, kind of hyped up on the new year, man. Kind of hyped up to be here. I'm excited to sit down and chat games with you guys. Blue and Buff, how are you guys doing?
Good here.
Very good. Can't complain.
Nice. Doing holidays go well? I think we the first one since Christmas. Blue, did your holidays go all right? New Year, Christmas, everybody good?
Yeah, everyone's good. It's tiring for sure, but now it's on to bigger and better things this year for sure, man. I'm definitely ready to kind of get into the swing of things, especially this upcoming month as well too.
Nice. How about you, Buff? Holidays good?
Yep, just been off work, hanging out, playing some games, family. So nice, relaxing couple
weeks
off there. So ready, got to go back to work for one whole day tomorrow. Oh man.
Oh,
one day,
one whole day.
Are you back tomorrow too, Crash?
No, I took that one off. I had a bunch of user lose time, so I'm.
Oh, it's right. I good.
Go back on Monday. That'll be after 2 weeks off. That's gonna be a wild morning commute, dude.
Right.
If I can remember how to get back to the office, it'll be wild. But it's been awesome.
Is remembering your password to your work computer.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know if I'll remember mine. We'll see.
Yeah. You just got to keep it on a sticky pad like they tell you not to do in the top drawer of your desk. But yeah, man, it's been good. I've been spending a lot of time with family. I really echo Blue's sentiment where, like, if I'm being honest, 2025 was kind of a dog shit year for me.
It kind of kicked my butt there for a bit, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, a lot of people had a rough go, but I'm hopeful for 2026 looking better. Get the YouTube cranking back up, get things going, keep going on with the scope. Hopefully get some awesome guests and some great shows in the next year. And hopefully we have some good games. We ended 2025. We're talking just gaming. Like, we ended 2025 pretty dang strong
on a pretty good high note.
Yeah, with a lot of shooters to be played, but it's more personal stuff was rough this year in 2025. So it's gonna be better, I hope, in 2026. And things happen, and that it's a good one. Blue, have you been playing anything lately, or you just been working?
Just been working, dude. Straight working. Also, like the last couple of days has been family and whatnot. But yeah, I put a little post on my Discord just to let everyone know, like, hey, I'm still alive. Like, I haven't, gone anywhere. But I've just been so focused on helping make Incursion such a good game in the future, especially this coming up couple weeks here. We'll not even weeks. I mean, like, maybe like what? It's January 1st, and maybe by not next week, the week after that, we'll start looking at playtests, and by the time we know it, the next update will be out. So, like, there's a lot on the plate already. So I needed this break. I needed this break to kind of just sit and sleep and almost do nothing for bad. I had to force myself. I'm always like, I'm one of those people where if I'm sitting down doing nothing, I start freaking out. Like, what can I do? There's something that I need to be doing right now. Whether that be on the computer, outside, and then just been busy with real life stuff, just been doing some some working on the car and stuff like that. Just doing that, and yesterday we went out a little bit with the family, did some New Year celebrations, and then um went back home because here in Florida it got a little chilly, for us Floridians down here in the
Just doing
south.
your
It was
typical
like
Florida man stuff out there.
yeah, it was like 32 degrees with like a 25-degree wind chill or something like that. So like we had like the freeze warnings and stuff like that. So uh I like
Ooh.
it though, because like I know for sure that this summer is gonna be extremely hot. So I'm just enjoying uh the cold while we have it, especially get to go camping and stuff like that out there in the cold. It's fun, man. The
Yeah,
campfire out there and just sit there with the boys.
man,
Um,
it's wild in Kansas, dude. I'll tell you that. We went
yeah,
from like 70 degrees. I had to turn the air conditioner on in my house one night because
that's crazy in December, dude.
yeah,
That's
the kids'
wow.
in this room were hot. And then the next night we were 15 degrees. We had a 70-degree
Whoa.
night and then a 15-degree night. Yeah. And then
Okay.
now it's back up to warm again. So I'm like you, man. It's been in the 50s and 60s here and around the New Year in
So
Kansas is
so
wild. So I'm like,
enjoying it.
I'm sussed out about summer too, though. Like you said, like this summer could
That
get a little.
too. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ah man, I just gaming wise though, not much. I know I've played a little bit more some Battlefield. I played some Halo with my son. He
Oh, that's
loves
cool.
Halo. He's like playing the campaign right now. So
Nice.
and I'm making sure he's playing it in the OG graphics because it's through the Master Chief collection. So like I'm like, nah, you're playing in the graphics I played in, man. You're not playing in these nice, cool looking ones. So you can enjoy it. So
That's funny. Nice. Yeah, man. The gaming for me has been kind of wild. I've just had like a vibe shift lately where a little bit of fatigue on ABI. Really needing the new season. That's going to be January 8th. So a week from today will
yeah.
be the new ABI season, which will be sweet. And then but I've kind of got an itch for like a open exploration game again. And after it might be from watching everybody play Arc Raiders, which chat, you guys, I did purchase Arc Raiders today. It was on sale. It's in my library. It's not installed. Don't get excited. But I just thought since it was on the Steam winter sale that I would cop it. So it's there. It's sitting in the library, not installed. But yeah, I kind of want to. I'm kind of starting to shift and think about Gray Zone again. Like I kind of want to run around on Gray Zone and just explore the map and mess around on that cool environment.
Yeah, I'm down. I can't wait. We should, but next month, right? February is when we should start seeing some stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll start hearing some stuff pretty soon about it. It's already been kind of pushed back, and yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's kind of low player counts across like every game except Arc Raiders is insane. Like
Yeah, I would say Battlefield, but Battlefield took a little bit of a dive on PC at least. So I mean,
yeah,
I think Arc Raiders is by far the king of shooters right now.
I mean, the way it's going and it's starting to climb up again, like close to 500,000 again, and like we could be talking like Fortnite like size pretty soon. Like it's nuts, man.
Yeah, I'm actually curious too, the ABI player count. I don't know if you looked into that because I know ABI is sitting at like way better positive reviews on Steam than Tarkov. So
yeah,
I think that says a lot for that game.
we'll see how it does after they drop these skins next season.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. I watched your video and I'm just like, I mean, yeah, well, I'll wait. I'll hold my opinions for that till then. But
yep, it's crazy. But I'm pretty impressed with honestly with the numbers of Arena Breakout. It's still hanging around 20,000, peaking around 25,000. It's
that's crazy.
Kind of on an overall upswing. So yeah,
okay.
I think it's up. I think it's all right because I mean it's all time peak 65,000, but then it's been really consistent around 25,000 peak every day. And that's just Steam. Like I still just played on the launcher because that's how I always played it before the Steam launch.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure there's still plenty people that do that now still.
So I mean, definitely enough people to keep you in full lobbies and stuff. It's still pretty fun. It's still a pretty cool extraction experience, but definitely need that new map, and we'll talk about ABI in a little bit. Buff's gonna love it. It's gonna be very excited.
I did love that real quick though, that image I sent in the Discord about Medal of Honor possibly making a comeback. I thought that was really funny. I keep seeing it now. I keep seeing it like on different like gaming news outlets, little smaller ones here and there. And it's just like, I don't know if this is just like, oh, the yearly, like, oh, Medal of Honor's coming back and then it'll just die off again. But like, you know, it would be cool.
Time to tell Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Yeah, right. I mean,
dude, I don't care anymore. We need it. We
talked about it before. Like that game, Warfighter specifically, was intended to rival Call of Duty. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was better than Battlefield 3 at the time.
I think it just came out at the wrong time, man.
Yeah, it came out at the wrong time, and it had bugs and issues that the dev team couldn't fix in time. Like there was no voice over IP was bugged when it launched, and there was just a lot of issues. But I think the game itself was ahead of its time. You had like a buddy system in that game. You had different kill streaks. You'd call on an Apache. It was like, well, it was score streaks. But yeah, that game was amazing, man. They had a mode that Crash would love. It was like capture the flag, kind of. It was called Home Run. They had a search and destroy mode too, but there was a lot of good things about that game. The weapons, everything going on was ahead of its time. So it was a shame to see that not just get canceled. The whole series got canceled after that. So if they brought it back now with EA with that Saudi money, they could actually have something.
Yeah, good. That too.
Yep.
Like a more grounded. It was basically a grounded, especially today. I mean, you're gonna have Modern Warfare coming out next year, but when you have the cycle of Black Ops and everything, you have like a more grounded Call of Duty game that stays to that tier 1 environment. Like that's what it was all about. So if they brought something like that back, I think it would do really good numbers. You get a lot of COD people switching over to that, like us who get sick of COD. So
yep, I agree. I think that Call of Duty kind of showed a little bit of their vulnerability this year.
100%
from some of the sales numbers we're seeing. So yeah, and that'll be cool. We'll talk about that too, because funny enough, this goes into exactly what opinion I was going to share next. Strike Point is good, but it's like, it's not quite S&D, man. It's not quite S&D.
It's not
like, geez, dude, I want to play Search so bad. I hovered over the Black Ops 7 purchase button.
Oh God, how dare you?
Because it's on sale. I'm not going to
think about it.
I'm not going to, because I don't think I could field a team of 6 to have an S&D stack. But I will just say,
true.
I very much miss a good search and destroy. Like, yeah, you guys know how much that's so fun. I miss the talking shit. The Strike Point stuff is cool, but the maps are so tiny and there's only one objective, so they feel really repetitive. And then also, like, we just harp every time about not having a server browser. The matchmaking is so annoying because you'll play Blackwell Fields every other match every time. And yeah, you don't realize how much more there is to it when you have 2 different bomb sites. It just adds a lot to the game and different replayabilities as the rounds evolve and stuff. So really missing S&D, and I'm really missing like some open world exploration stuff with Gray Zone. I'm kind of getting that itch. I'll probably play Gray Zone pretty soon, feeling it. And then yeah, I just wait and see what ABI does. I might try to get into Arc Raiders again. And yeah, Battlefield's got to make some moves, man. They yeah, I feel like they've kind of like, we'll talk about it, but I feel like Arc Raiders kind of had a plan going into the holidays. It kind of feels like Battlefield, like they just got the game released and out, and then they totally just bounced for the holidays and like haven't been, because nothing's coming out about season 2 or anything like that. So
yeah, I would definitely need it.
It's wild. But anyway, shall we get into the stuff? Or wait, what's Buff been playing? We didn't even know. We'll talk about it a little more in the quick shots. What have you been up to over there gaming wise?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into the quick shots, but just been playing a lot of Operator, really. A little bit of Battlefield. I know you guys were touching on the weather. We've been getting hammered with snow here. We had like 3 feet the past couple days, and there's another, I think we're going to get my area is gonna get like 3 to 6 tomorrow, but other areas right around me get up to like 12 to 18 inches. So we're getting destroyed right now.
And you got to go into the office tomorrow. You got to drive through that crap.
No,
Uh-huh.
no, I'm working from home tomorrow, thankfully.
Huge.
My car's
Oh,
in the
good.
shop anyways, so I can't I'm not gonna Uber in for one day. So
Nice.
the roads have been a nightmare too. Like we're one of the snowy cities in the country, and we have like like a lot of our plows are out of order right now. And when we had that huge storm, I was driving and like saw 2 plows off the road and stuff. So it's
Jeez.
the infrastructure is not doing good this year. So we're getting hammered pretty hard.
Yeah, that's wild. Um, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't. It's just been hot. It'll be hot. Then we'll have 2 days in the teens, and then it'll be hot again. Like it's been crazy. Um, let's talk a little bit about stuff before we get into the main news topics of the day. Just want to remind you guys there are plenty of free ways to support the show if you guys want to. It would be awesome of you to hit the like button on the stream or the video, whether you're joining us now live or you're watching after the fact. That helps a lot. Share the video around to other folks that listen to podcasts that you think might enjoy three dudes chatting about FPS games. Be cool if you share it around, be a friend, tell a friend. And then also, if you're listening on the audio platforms, please take a second and drop us a 5-star review. It helps a lot. The other day we had a random day where it pushed our audios out. We got a bunch of downloads in one day out of nowhere. So if you guys don't mind, it would be really cool if you did that. It would help us out a lot, and you don't have to get out your checkbook. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is like this ever evolving thing with like Ubisoft L's and hacks. And I mentioned it after the Rainbow Six developers said fuck cheaters, and it's been like I said the last time, it's been the opposite, and the hacks and craziness keep getting worse and worse for Ubisoft. I'm hoping this year is a better year for Ubisoft. They've sucked pretty bad and screwed up a lot of stuff lately. So basically what happened, if you guys didn't hear, there was a rumor going around that they got hacked big time, like all the IPs, a bunch of source code, a bunch of user information, 900 gigabytes of data got hacked. But we'll go on to talk about how that might not have been actually the case in an Insider Gaming article who got some confirmation from Ubisoft as to what happened. But what we can see on the surface user side is that Rainbow Six, after the guy said F cheaters, got hacked so bad they had to take the servers offline. So there was a hack on Ubisoft for Rainbow Six Siege where people were just logging into tons and tons of premium credits. There were, according to reports, R6 players were each sent 2 billion credits, estimated to be worth $13.3 million if they'd be bought legitimately. So there was like trillions of real dollars worth of credits sent out to players, like literal trillions. So they had to take the game offline to like try to fix it, figure out the breach, revert all that stuff and fix it. So they had to work on a rollback, rewinding the clock so all those purchases could be undone. And it took several days for like the servers to come back online. So it got hacked that much. Now, as far as the other stuff, Ubisoft hack is reportedly blown way out of proportion, says sources. So they said initially, according to other groups of hackers and subsequently been circulating online, Ubisoft suffered a massive breach with 900 gigs of data compromised. Allegedly, the data includes source code, internal tools, development materials of Ubisoft's upcoming and previous games. Now it seems like those claims were untrue. Sources told Insider Gaming that the security team had been made aware of some of the breaches earlier this year following leaks surrounding projects such as Scout and the since canceled Far Cry game, codenamed Talisker. So yeah, some people said they just wanted clout and stuff like that. But at the very least, we know that Rainbow Six, who's really gonna stick it to cheaters this year, guys, got absolutely owned by that. So do you think Blue or Buff, do you guys think that them saying that like put a target on their back to like make cheaters like, okay, we'll see how, you know, what that guy said that?
Probably. It seems like they were trying to prove a point. So
That's what it feels like. It feels like where he said that about the cheaters, like it's just been absolutely worse. And I guess we can take a little bit too since we're kind of in the new year and stuff. If you guys want to talk a little bit about Ubisoft and if it gets any better, I'm concerned about it. Just going down a rabbit hole in this Insider Gaming article, we see that they canceled a Far Cry game codenamed Talisker, and then there have been leaks for a new game called Scout. So you're again, we talked about the Division Heartland that at least me and Blue, I know we're super looking forward to Division Heartland, got canceled. So you're canceling stuff with the Division, you're canceling Far Cry games, but they're still working on a Project Scout, which if you click on it, is a new multiplayer shooter that is a sci-fi competitive FPS from Ubisoft, Unreal Engine 5, large scale crossplay. So you have a studio or publisher that has IPs like Tom Clancy stuff, Division, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six. They have Far Cry. They have the Divisions. They have all those awesome IPs that they could absolutely make banger games. And what are we doing? We're making an upcoming sci-fi competitive FPS. Make it make sense, Blue. Like,
yeah,
why do they do
that
this?
was I know they was a Project Scout was actually talked about like early November.
Yeah.
And there was rumors of it being another battle royale. Whoop-de-doo, you know, if that's the case. I know after the absolute fail of X Defiant, they're probably looking for another multiplayer FPS shooter. I know I kept seeing a couple just rumors floating around too of like them bringing back another Ghost Recon first person shooter game. So, but man, it's hard to, especially with everything that, like you said, has been canceled or leaked. I don't believe anything until I see actual physical gameplay. But even then, because we got to play Heartlands and it got canceled. So
Yeah.
even with those IPs, I really don't know. I know Ubisoft is, you know, going through financial troubles as well too.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. So it's like how much I know eventually they're gonna have to figure something out, or you're gonna start seeing the company be split into different, you know, it really any EA's done it. Halo started doing it. You know, now it's Halo Studios, and who knows, Ubisoft might be the next major company to start having to branch out to, you know, to split apart and stuff like that. So as for the hackers though, I know it was funny because I was actually just watching a video about the guy who hacked GTA 6 and like did all those leaks and whatnot, and how easy and how rampant people are online that are their main goal in life is to just hold companies hostage, and then if they don't do what they say, they'll just start leaking out everything from player account information to the source code. I know I saw a couple of videos of like people that were getting banned, like first names, and it was like spelling out a song. I know one of them was like Shaggy wasn't me. It started, you know, up there on the top right. So yeah, that was see, like, you know, hacks like that are funny, but it does suck because then, especially for a company like Ubisoft that's already kind of like on, you know, some thin line right now, for something like this to happen to them, as much as, you know, I miss the golden age of Ubisoft for sure. I miss seeing that logo pop up, you know, before the game, that nice purple swirl, you know. So it's like it sucks because I know there's people's jobs on the line for that. They're gonna get, you know, laid off, and who knows how many millions of dollars. I think you said trillions of currency, even though they, you know, reversed it, but it's still going to cost a couple $1 million of damages for the game, especially with that, with the leak. I know they pretty much did a lot of not cease and desist, but copyright claims on videos and stuff like that. But I'm sure there's ways you can just look it up online, find Project what was it, Project Scout, and just find it. But again, I know we talked about it. It was like a couple months or a month ago, and it was like another X Defiant battle royale coming, you know.
Yeah,
so
man. I
Yeah,
don't.
they just
Yeah.
want to focus on Apex Legend stuff, man. They literally have Titanfall under their hands. They have, like you said, you know, the Division. They can make they literally brought the biggest, not the biggest, in my opinion, the one of the best DLCs for the first Division. Oh my gosh, the survival DLC, and they made it free for everyone, and that was such a like revival for that DLC, and it was like, whoa, Ubisoft can actually make some pretty cool stuff, you know. And that was like, it's kind of like an extraction shooter. It's a time limited extraction shooter. If you really had to think about it, I mean, I guess everything is an extraction shooter nowadays, but
Yeah.
you know, the fact that you had a limited time, you had to go in, grab what you can, survive, and then get out at the same time, and have survival esque elements. It was super cool. So yeah, I just hope Ubisoft can pull their head out of their ass and figure something out.
Yeah. It's not.
Who's
it's
leading
not
them now?
looking good. What's up?
Who's the main guy calling the shots?
It's not Eve.
Eve, yeah, Eve, whatever his last, Guillemot, whatever it is, some French name.
Guillermo.
So I don't know. We'll see how long he stays in there. You know,
Been in forever.
Wait, I just realized too. I was watching, and this is kind of like left field, but I was watching a video of like of Infinity Ward back in the early 2000s when they were developing Modern Warfare, the first one, and knowing that was like how people were so into their craft back then, even Ubisoft back then, it's just like how far we've fallen, man. Like, I'll put it in the chat just so you guys can watch it. You see Vince as well too, to give it a tour of Infinity War. It's kind of sad to see, but yeah, it's Ubisoft, man. We'll see.
Yep. Tough, dude. I don't know. We'll see. Another another place that's having a hard time. Come on, DICE. Dude. So we see here, we talked about this in the past, like still losing players fair amount. I don't know. It could be because of content, it could be because of multiplayer gaming, it could be just because it doesn't feel like they're changing much very fast or fixing things. So you guys can see on the screen, unless you're an audio listener, that's why I'm going to read it to you. Settle down. They started out, you know, around, what is that? 656,000 players was the peak at launch. And now there's, you know, sub 100,000, which if you look at where we were this time with 2042, still pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's not a big bar to, you know, a high bar there.
not a really, yeah.
How much slack? It's like
how much slack has this game gotten though compared to 2042?
That's the thing.
Like,
it's like anything can be better than 2042, you know. So it's really hard to put compare apples to apples because it really wasn't a Battlefield game back then. So
yeah. And then so I'll kind of break this stuff down and then we can dissect it a little bit. To keep the hits coming, man. They also put out a battle pass that there was no possible way to finish, so there wasn't enough challenges to complete, so it was just like a fake. And then if you completed it, you get a ghost mask that is like uncannily ripped off from Call of Duty Ghost, from Ghost Mask in the Call of Duty Ghost logo. It has like the same cracks over here on the top left. The top has the same crack in the same spot and divot. The thing that really gets me is this highlighted blue from this Twitter user. Across here, this crack is in the exact same spot. It's the exact same shape. Then you have the same dent on their right cheek, and then the teeth, like how they're spaced out, look like exactly the same. There's no way that it's probably like AI, just like the sticker we talked about with last time with the two barrels, that they're using AI to make stuff, and then you have it to where it's like a complete ripoff from Call of Duty Ghost. Like, what are we doing?
It's either AI or an asset that they found somewhere, you know, that they just happen to have and reuse and not, you know. I'm sure, did no one look at it and realize, wait a minute, that looks familiar. But then maybe they thought no one played Ghost anyways, so maybe no one will notice. So no,
I mean, I don't know.
the internet always finds out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, I don't know.
There's like
How that
small little
happens.
differences, like that the white box is like, okay, it's a bigger line down the middle on the Battlefield 1 compared to the Call of Duty Ghost logo where it's like a smaller crack, but everything else just screams like stolen or copied, lazy. And it's like, I don't want to have to say that about DICE devs, but at the same time, like they need to be put into their place when they realize that first we got the AI. It's always the small things that will add up over time. That's the issue. So
Yeah.
it's like if you let them go off of one AI little emblem, and it's like, okay, it's just one emblem, who cares? And then you go, oh, it's just one mask, who cares? What else can they get away with towards the later end of the development cycle?
Yeah, and I feel like this Battlefield decline we've talked about over the last few weeks has been like a slow burn like that. Like you had the AI stuff, you've had a lot of bugs that they've been really slow to fix. RedSec is a little bit stale. There's
Yeah.
no content that's been talked about past the season that we're in right now. So we don't know what's coming, if anything, for season 2. Like a lot of the bugs are still fixes. Strike Point, like I'm guessing there's not that many people that enjoy it. It's been my favorite mode in the game, as I've talked about over the last few weeks. There's still bugs, like there's still UI bugs and spawn bugs in that game, and they haven't fixed them. And that game mode has been in there since like the first phase of season 1. So it's been in there for like 6 weeks or something, 4 to 6 weeks or so, and there's still bugs. And like, how big is DICE? Like there's a lot of people that work on this game, and we have bugs that are persisting in staple game modes. It's one of the main game modes on the front page, and it's just sitting there with bugs still. So that's been pretty crazy. I know Buff's kind of moved on for Battlefield a little bit, feeling stale. How are you feeling about it, Buff? Are you kind of on the fence where you're waiting to see what season 2 brings, or are you kind of over it, or what do you think?
I mean, the one thing I was like surprised, not I didn't see it. At least there was no double weapon XP like through the whole holiday season, which
Yeah,
I
very
thought
good
was
point.
weird. And
Progression
yeah,
is brutal still.
yeah, progression is tough, and we definitely need season 2, and they need to do something with the progression and highlight, I think, some portal modes too. I jumped into the portal and was looking at some different things, and there is really good reworks of conquest maps and things like that. That just like
Mm-hmm.
because they're not highlighted, there's no players there. So I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff I want to see. More content definitely needed,
Yeah,
and
there.
need
Did
double weapon
you see that?
XP.
Did you see that map with the aircraft carrier on it?
That's the one I played. Yeah, that's
That's
one
the
of the ones I
one.
played, and I was in an empty server, like flying around and stuff. It was really cool. Like the layout was awesome. Definitely Battlefield 3 vibes with the aircraft carrier and stuff in Battlefield 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I still enjoy it. I played a little bit of RedSec the other week. Still do some multiplayer. Um, but yeah, just kind of am waiting for more at this point.
Yeah,
Not that I have an issue with the game or dislike anything with it. I just need more content and more weapons, and the progression needs to be better. I think Jack Frags did a video, or maybe I don't know if it was Jack Frags or somebody else
Terminal. Not the one.
showing. I'm not sure. They were They were showing. It was like a review of different things. I think it was Jack Frags in one of his recent videos showing that like the M4 was his most used weapons
Oh
with like
yeah, that
800
yeah.
plus 800 something plus, or no, it was, maybe it was over 800, but it was like 800 plus regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only, the weapon was only at like level 35 or something, which yeah, it's
Yeah,
makes it
it's
really really hard, especially if you want to level stuff up
that's
for
really the
red
only
sec.
weapon I use is the M4 right now. And I've
Yeah,
gotten so many kills with it.
I haven't leveled anything to level 50, nor will I, because I think once you get
No,
the
I am.
attachments you want, I mean, they used to be my main thing in Battlefield 3 and 4 was get everything to max level rank, but now
Mm-hmm.
it's, you get the attachments you need, and it takes so long. So once you hit 30, you have most of what you would want for the attachments to have. So it's like I'm not gonna grind another, like 12 to 15 hours on a gun.
yeah. But you brought up 2 really good points. I think the progression is still brutal, like especially if you play Strike Point. I'm guessing there's not that many of you that do, but you get nothing. And then, yeah, exactly what I wanted to touch on too is like there is a treasure trove of content. I just played one from Ghost Gaming's video that was a giant hydroelectric dam map. He did a Ghost Gaming did a video highlighting some of the crazy maps people have built from Portal. And if you don't seek those out and go find those empty servers, they're just hard to find. And you can't tell me if they had like if you had a server browser like the old games where if you wanted to go to official experiences and you browse through the server, you wouldn't see some of those new maps and stuff. And there's also no reason they shouldn't cut the people who made it a check, give them a bunch of in-game currency, or send them a PayPal or something, and then put that map in the main game. Like there's some sick maps. People have built some crazy maps in Portal. So if you are bored with the game, go check those out. But man, they need to do a better job of making those findable, accessible, and populated. That's on DICE, and it's some of the same shit that we saw with 2042 that they screwed up. And it's just like, why
Well,
we're just
especially with
doing it
Portal,
again.
it's like bot farming is the biggest thing it's used for now because weapon progression is so slow. So you got to do something with weapon progression, and then, like you said, highlight the Portal modes and maps. And you need to get full XP for them. Otherwise, it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna play it for 0 to little XP.
Yeah. Yep. So I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to do this, something like with just more content and fixing some progression and stuff. Like, I don't think they understand progression. It does not make sense how broken strike point progression is. And I'm just talking about that because I'm familiar with that game mode. And it's one, like I said, it's one of the big Hulu buttons on the front of the game. So I mean, it's a main game mode and it's just broken in a lot of ways. Progression is broken. And they released a battle pass that was impossible to finish with the challenges. Like I just don't understand who tests these things or who thinks like the progression is good, because it feels pretty poopy, in my opinion. So progression's an issue, and
especially with COD, because like S&D, you get that was like the best way, S&D weapons, to level everything up and level your rank, and everything was like super fast just with S&D. And then strike point, you get like nothing. So
you get I think they just left the same, like, you know, you play a conquest, you can get 40-50 kills, but they leave it the same, where if you have a good strike point map, so you win 6 rounds, you get 2 or 3 kills, which there's only 4 people on the team. I mean, you get double-digit kills in strike point, you're doing pretty well if you're trashing the team. And you'll still, like I said, I play it for a whole evening, play for like 3 hours and not move a level or even half a level.
Even when I play like Conquest or Breakthrough normal without double XP, and I have big kill games and I don't even get a weapon level, I'm just like, what the heck, man? I'm trying to get like an attachment like 2 levels away, and it's just like the biggest grind ever.
Yep. Yeah, it's rough. So it's just not fun to play, and there's better games out there. And I kind of wonder, Blue, do you think Arc Raiders put a dent in Battlefield? We were worried it'd be the other way around.
Did we worry that it was gonna be that way around?
I did. I remember saying like, man, Arc Raiders, like, they pulled the game and they should have released off the hype of summer, and now they're gonna be up against Battlefield. I said that. So
I might have said that, but I mean, like, operator. I'm just trying to think, because like I know they're two vastly different games, but I think with the way the gaming industry is, especially with the whole extraction shooter craze, yeah, Arc Raiders is definitely, I think, might have taken a good chunk of, what was it, of the player base, especially because like it is what it is, but content creators, especially the bigger ones, can sometimes make or break a game's player base. And when you have a bunch of big time streamers consistently playing
all of them,
Arc Raiders, you know, all of their fans and viewers are going to watch that as well too. And again, it's like a multitude of issues that are slowly stacking on Battlefield 6 that Arc Raiders just right now doesn't have. I mean, again, I haven't played it since the beta, so I don't know what in terms of content that they're coming out with on a consistent schedule and stuff like that. But when you have, like, first of all, it's Embark Studios, smaller studio than, of course, EA, of course, former EA guys as well too. But like, I feel like you can kind of tell that there's a little bit more passion behind our creators than Battlefield 6. That, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's passionate and talented devs that worked on Battlefield 6 for sure. But like, Embark Studios had to like make themselves known from nothing ever since the finals to now. But
It
I don't know.
it's ironic too that it's former
yeah,
DICE devs, like you said.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
kind
You
of
know,
ironic.
and like wait, and then like we don't even know what's going on with what's the other modern shooter game that's coming out? War Dogs. You know, like what happens if that game decides to come out and be good? What happens to the Battlefield player base then? Because especially during the beta, and you know, we've still experienced it now with the smaller maps, like the word called, you know, call of dutyfication of the game. Um, you know, smaller maps, quicker ADS
Yeah,
speeds,
man.
a lot of, you know, people playing like they're on Call of Duty instead of playing the objective like they used to. I feel like
That
more.
man,
Maybe it's
that's
just like, I don't know, rose tinted glasses I'm seeing the game, but I remember like on Rush and Conquest, like people were pushing for the objectives. I know like there were some games that would just be completely one sided and you'd be spawn camping some people, but like I almost don't even really feel that push for the objectives nowadays.
yeah. No, you reminded me of something too. Some of the Call of Dutyfication and stuff. I think the movement's kind of okay. There's some weird stuff with it, but the one thing that's really
Yeah.
annoying that they haven't touched on, and it blows my mind and frustrates me to no end. You don't see this much in Strike Point because the maps are so tiny. The snipers, the sweet spot mechanic, no one likes it. It's random and it
Yeah.
makes snipers OP in ranges that are unreadable and don't make any sense. And two, snipers can shoot you when you're drilling them in the face with 7.62 by
Yeah,
39 ammo.
I hate that, dude. I ran into
Yeah.
that a couple times too in Red Sec and just regular. Like
Yeah.
you see the
Getting
guy
all the hit
aiming at you, you're hitting
markers.
him in the head, and you clearly are getting hits, and then you just one shot. It's like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really messes with red sec because the map's so big and you come across snipers
Yeah.
a little
And
bit
then I'm like
less.
thinking, like, I guess it's my fault because I put my head out for a sniper to aim at me. But I feel like if I'm getting shot at, you know, maybe the screen should be shaking a little bit more. Maybe the sniper should be
Yeah,
able to hold its breath while he's getting shot or something.
yeah, dude, it's so messed up that you could be, yeah, just like Buff said, it feels so shitty when like you see a sniper and you're like, oh, I can get this guy, he doesn't see me yet, and you can start shooting him in the head, and you're getting headshot hit markers, and he just turns a pink, and you're
Needs
done. And it's like,
one hit.
bro,
Yeah.
Well, you remember? I know people were mixed on it, but you remember Battlefield 3 suppression? Like that was I didn't I liked it. So I mean,
suppression would work here too. Something to counter snipers like
yeah,
that would,
like like LMGs in Battlefield 3, like if you were support with LMG, you had like the most suppression, but you still I think had suppression
Yeah.
with any other gun, but LMGs was obviously way worse. But yeah, when you're getting hit, like there needs to be you should not
Be
be staying on
flinching or
target. Yeah.
something. Yeah. It's, I know like they had the suppression mechanic where you don't regen, but I don't think that's enough, especially for a sniper that knows he can get you in one shot. It's not enough of a negative effect for him to take cover. So yeah, I think
Right.
a little bit more suppression. I mean, again, this isn't, and I have to say, this isn't Call of Duty. This is Battlefield. This is an all-out warfare game. You know, so like, um, teamwork is, you know, they went all out in the trailers and the marketing of like working as a team. They killed all the, you know, the famous celebrities 3 seconds into that one trailer, you know, to be like, hey,
Right.
it's not
Right.
about the individual, it's about the team. And this is like, no, it's not. It's never been about that. In fact, I mean, like, yeah, the meme about the medics running past you and not healing goes back all the way to like OG Battlefield. So it's like, yeah, that's, gamers are gonna game, you know, but when there's no incentive, especially with, and maybe this goes back to open classes, I don't know, but like when there's no incentive to play your role in the game, especially in Conquest, because like as much as I know like Crash, you like more like the hardcore game modes when, you know, the one life stuff, which again is always fun, but like Battlefield was made on like teamwork and stuff like
Agree.
that, or
I,
not
I
team,
agree. I would agree with you.
yeah. So it's just like when there's no need for that and everyone's just trying to get the most kills, and then you get all the kills you want in the world and you barely progress. Like, why would I come back to this game I mean, there's no other multiplayer modern FPS right now that hits the way Battlefield does right now. So that's also like why I think people like me and a lot of people keep coming back. But clearly, when it loses over 80% of its player base, you know, was it the Call of Duty players that came in that were like, oh, maybe this isn't Call of Duty the way I thought it was gonna be, or
I really just think
maybe I don't know.
we haven't had any new content. Like there's been the last round of weapons was like the partial first season, like a few weeks after they had like another like the shotgun and the other pistol drop, and that was it. So there's really been nothing
Yeah,
for over a month now. So I
yeah,
think everyone's
yeah.
just getting tired of it. But I mean,
I give him a little bit of leeway because of the holidays and stuff like that. So like
yeah, I'm
maybe
fine with that. But
uh,
again, not to have double weapon XP the whole time is pretty crazy to me. But this is like when
yeah.
you bring up a good point there, Blue, and I'll say it again, like Medal of Honor Warfighter, like that's I think if they do bring back that franchise, right? To because
I
there
mean,
was a
that
time
buddy
there that
system that you explained earlier is like it meant something for you and your teammates to stick together and give each other ammo and health
right, and
because that was
that's
the
how
way
you
you're
built
gonna get
that's how
it.
you built the
Yeah,
score streak, and that's who you spawned on. But also, like
yeah,
what you said was, with the content and the Call of Duty stuff, Battlefield is never gonna as good as Battlefield 6 is, and I like it. I don't have any issues with it, but it's never gonna be a Battlefield 2 or a Battlefield 3. And it would no Battlefield, I don't think, unless they do like a yearly release cycle or every other year release cycle and do like a remastered or an actual callback, is going to be that. So reviving the Medal of Honor franchise in a modern setting allows you that gritty, like just look at what Medal of Honor Warfighter was, and you have that grittiness, and then Battlefield can do what it's doing with Battlefield 6, and then you're still marketing strategy wise. How many players would you be taking away from Call of Duty at that point between the two titles? You know what I mean? And you have two different playing grounds for more, like you mentioned, there's no modern shooter that really captures what Battlefield 6 does, and it does a really good job of that. But then you would have an even like a step up from that, which would still pull Call of Duty players. So
yeah.
if they're
And
smart,
really,
that's
Call
the
of Duty
strategy they'll
killed
go with.
itself at this point. So
You
What's
made
that?
me.
yeah,
Uh,
Call of Duty really killed itself at this point. So
Yeah,
what you were
yeah,
talking about, what you guys both said reminded me of something too, where Blue touched on like the lack of teamwork. Buff talked about you needed your friends to get your ammo from and all that stuff. I
right.
remember playing
mhm,
even just Battlefield 5 and having to have like a support person and a medic and like an engine. It's not an
Hmm.
engineer, but Assault was the one that blew vehicles.
Right.
In this one,
it was
if
different.
you're
Yeah,
support, you can do everything. You get heals and ammo from one thing. You can run smokes. You can run explosives. You can be a one man army as a support player in Battlefield 6. I
yeah,
have,
dude.
it's all I play, and
I've been rocking support lately. Yeah.
I don't need anybody else.
No. And if there's a vehicle that comes around the corner, I'm like, cool, I'll just not fight where the vehicles are and just take where the infantry's at. And the maps heavily,
Yeah,
some
favor
of the maps
infantry.
they love favor infantry. So it's like, yeah, I don't need to be around my squad. That literally, I think almost every single game, I'll see the green markers running around, and we're like on 4 different objectives and stuff like that. So it's nice when it happens organically, when the team is just kind of, or the squad's working together. But I've had it maybe twice in like couple, I don't know how many rounds I've played so far. So, oh man,
Well, the other
yeah,
Yeah,
thing is, my biggest thing is like breakthrough and conquest. When you run into specifically breakthrough, when you run into tanks on the enemy team, like
yeah,
I'm the only one with a rocket launcher ever. It's just like, holy crap,
yeah,
guys!
yeah, that too.
Somebody help!
yep.
Yeah, and then of course that last update that came out was just completely broke the game, and I'm
Oh,
sure it's
for
still. I
tanks
think
and stuff.
it's yeah. I think right now even it's still sitting at recent reviews at mixed right now. So and that's like 55%. That's not even like a high mixed. It's a pretty low mixed
Dude,
review
like with
rate. So
RPGs, if I use an RPG, I've counted 6 hits to the side of a tank, and I don't even get a kill. So I don't know
my
what's
phone,
going on.
my phone is listening to me. It just beeps and did like the AI thing.
Oh,
Nice, nice.
We're talking crap about Battlefield. Maybe EA is listening right now. So sorry.
Maybe.
I mean,
yeah.
Love it. I love the game.
They're
It's just
sending
perfect in
robots.
every single way.
I just remember Battlefield 3 and 4, like you knew how many rockets, and maybe it's still the same now, but it takes too many rockets. You knew how many rockets in
No, it
3 and
takes too many
4.
rockets. I don't care what anyone
Yeah.
says. Like, oh, you're just not hitting the rocket, the rockets in the right spot. You're not landing it. I was like, no, I'm landing them. I'm flanking the tank. I'm hitting it in the rear. I'm hitting it where the
Yeah.
armor would be the weakest,
Yeah.
and it still takes too many rounds, even with the RPG. So
Because it
like,
was
no,
always, I think it was 2 to the rear or 3 to the side is what it used to be in 3 and 4. And then with the helicopter,
yeah,
I knew exactly how many rockets I needed to hit dead on at any point on the tank to kill it. So I would just, tap fire my rockets, good aim, and kill the tank. And now with the rockets and even from the helicopter, it's like just things are insanely too strong.
yeah.
Yep.
And the vehicles are just kind of OP and everything right now. So
Yep. You heard it here, guys. Fix it.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see if they fix it. If they do, it's like even okay. That's the thing too. What if they just fixed everything somehow miraculously, brought a bunch of support and what's the word content, in the next 6 months. Again, the next 6 months, like where is the gaming industry going to be by then? Are people actually going to come back and play the game? I don't think we're gonna ever see 600K player count. There's just no imaginable way I could see that happening.
Well, the thing is now, like we talked about, there's so many good games out there that if you're not keeping the players' attention, they're gonna go
Yeah.
elsewhere. Like there's so many
Um,
good games to bounce between right now, so there's no need. Like my Battlefield 4 was my only game on PlayStation that I played from the day it launched till like
and
2018.
you had options back then.
Yeah, it was just so good that I wanted to only play that. And now
Yeah.
there's if Battlefield's not capturing my attention, I can switch to ABI. I can do operator. I can do multiple of the. I did Tarkov a little bit the other day because I was bored. So like, there's so many different things to jump in and out of now. So if you're not keeping the players' attention with new content and incentives to play, they're gonna go elsewhere. But they will come back for the content. But the problem is, as a developer, you have to be realistic. You can't have content coming out like every week, every other week, to the extent to keep your player base.
Mhm.
Yep. I agree. So, ready for the next one?
Let's
I love the
do
title.
it.
Let's do it.
The Uwu is coming to ABI. It's not quite that bad, but man, these skins are such a disappointment. And I'm afraid with ABI that we're going to look back on this season 4 and say this was peak ABI. I did a video on it recently, and I think a lot of people in the comments have agreed with my sentiment that it just sucks to see. It's not surprising, given the game is free, that there's going to be some wild skins and kind of where the skins are at in mobile. But if you're listening, I'm showing one of the avatars of one of the main operator skins that's going to be headlining the next season of Arena Breakout Infinite. And it is a lady, which again, I will reiterate, I do not have a problem with that. I actually think it's nice that there are female operators in that. I play with a lot of females that game with me in this game, and I think they should have the opportunity to have an operator deck them out how they want to. But this is like ridiculous. And it's kind of a bummer because ABI was such a game that had like a quality of life arcade type feel to it, but it still could be immersive. Like it was dark and gritty, and there was some cool skins for the operators. In this next season, the mix and match operator, like tops, bottoms, and stuff, is coming back, so you can kind of build your own look, which is sweet. But this one is a female operator with slick back hair, and she's wearing a swimsuit top with an open back and bare midriff in some of it. And on the right image, she has a plate carrier that just covers her boobs. Like it literally is a plate for each boob and then her exposed stomach. And there was a video showing
vital
it.
organs.
I mean, it looks like a bullet can still sneak through the heart there pretty easily. So.
Yeah,
No, there's no way. There's no way, bro. Level 4 plates on each one.
with some double D's under to buff up that carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's such a bummer because of all the good things that are coming. The airport map is sick. But I mean, I'm gonna play the trailer for you guys now, and the start of the trailer is really cool. It looks dark and gritty. This guy gets domed on the airport map, and then it looks to like a down cleavage shot of the lady with the sniper. It's like, oh, okay, we're doing that. And then it goes to another like cool gritty shot in the trailer where they're fighting these Connexes, and then you have the other operator, which is the Avita lady with a mini skirt. So she has a mini skirt and a lab coat, and that's how you're going to go out into a war zone. You're going to wear your mini skirt and lab coat. There's already images of some of the Chinese playtest where it's out of people just like jiggling them around to see the boob jiggle physics, and like they're trying to look up her skirt and stuff like that. It's just like, dude,
Wouldn't
this
that be like a disadvantage though? Because in this
not
type of game, like you don't want to show. I mean, if you're going like player model, but you're showing so much skin in that case, it's like easier to spot.
it's easier to spot, but I will say it's almost going back to the pay to win category because it's like the Dune skin where you don't see what armor they have. So
Oh, is the armor not going to render on the
I'm
character
pretty
though?
sure from the
I don't.
gameplay stuff I
Yeah,
saw
if
that
you wear any other play carrier, it's just the skin is the skin. That's it.
it still
So
shows her boobs and tummy
yeah.
and
Also
back
too,
and stuff.
like she's
That's a
wearing a white
problem.
lab coat as well too, so it's like obviously she's just sticking out like a sore thumb.
Not in
that
snowy
one, but
Northridge.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's true. Yeah, yeah, that'll work, I guess.
But man, there was some cool skins. They did the skin with like the dude from Sicario with like the
I saw
office
that.
outfit is so
I
cool. That's
saw
the one
that.
I got with my free
Mhm.
Cohen or my free battle points one. So I got that one. It's really cool. They just did like a SWAT one where there's a guy in like riot gear and stuff. They have like a ton of really cool skins. They did like the Jungle Commando one where the dude had like the bandanas and stuff tied on his arms and like the
Yeah,
digital camo
what's that
stuff.
gun that she's using too? The one
Yeah, I was thinking the
white
same
hair.
thing. I don't know what on earth. It
That
looks
is
like
it looks like a rail gun, dude. Like it is crazy looking.
definitely it might have been like a modded DMR or a AKM with
It looked automatic or something like that for a bit, but
yeah,
yeah. Um
And it just sucks because like and they're the like key operators that you're gonna
AK
see,
skin.
like, dude. So they have the new airport map is awesome. There's so many cool mechanics on it, like the door kicking in. There's new, like the UI is revamped again to see like your MMR and your rank per each match. There's some new really nice quality of life stuff. So when you search the
uh
barters, you can also see the market value like right on the same screen. There's like an indicator when you forgot to repair your mask. There's like all kinds of really cool UI stuff. I know I'm forgetting some because they did a whole video on just quality of life stuff that's coming. The airport map is sick, like I said. Snowy Northridge is awesome, and then it's like, and you're getting to the game in a really great spot. You can experience everything for free, and then you just throw these money grab skins on there, and it's like I am so to the point where I would rather keep the skins grounded and pay $40 for the game, like I just or $50 or whatever, like just
yeah.
it just sucks because you know why they're doing it, because there's going to be a bunch of people that think it's funny or think it's like they want to cheese it and be the ooh cackerel running around on the map in the dark, gritty, like demilitarized zone because they think it's funny. And it's just like,
Especially with the story that looks like it's trying to say with like the weird experiments and the vial and the weird helmet thing. It's like it looks
Right.
pretty cool. Like that actually. I was just looking to like I might just install it tonight on Steam just to try it out and start getting back into it a little bit.
yeah, it's like,
But also if you pause it at 126, you'll see that weapon. That it's an AK variant because you'll see the AK buffer spring, but like the handguard is like the weird. It looks like a radiator or something like that on it on the
Yeah.
front. I've never seen that handguard
Justin
before.
said in chat it's an AK skin that you get.
It's an
So
AK skin, yeah. So it's
yeah.
like from the magazine, it looks 545. I can't tell, maybe, maybe
I think
761.
it's the AKM, but
It's the AKM.
it reminds me of
Oh, it's 762 for sure. Never
it
mind. Yeah.
reminds me of the loosely from the Modern Warfare 2019, like the Halloween event. They had an AK skin for the AKM that looked kind of similar to that with like a weird muzzle handguard type look to it. I mean, I think it
Yeah.
looks cool. I guess I have to see what it looks like in game, but
yeah,
If it looks like if you pause it like right at if you could just go a little bit more forward at like 133-ish, you can kind of see like the curve in the magazine. It's an extended 545 magazine. That could be a thing as well too.
There's a shot of it at the end of the trailer where it's like showing the season.
Yeah, it's either 80K or almost to the front of
Yeah.
it looks like the
Yeah,
Ace
it's definitely
32.
definitely a
That's it.
762 mag by 39 for sure.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, it's always like, it's just the slight curve, you know? It's always that one curve.
Yeah, there's definitely curves there.
There's some curves. There's some curves and like that weird like ACOG RMR, you know, skin as well too. I mean, like it looks futuristic.
Then you got that one,
you know. So
like the mini skirt doctor's coming to get you, dude, with her space gun. Like, damn it, man! Like it was so like we had it.
I wish
like
this goes back to Call of Duty, like an immersion filter. So you just
once you once you
that.
start this, where does the line get drawn?
Oh, just look at the mobile.
Buy that?
Just look at the mobile. It's toast, dude.
But they have a feature to like at the menu to show your gear, not show your gear, to toggle, so that they could easily toggle something so it turns off like, you know, an immersion toggle. They won't.
Yeah, and then it just go to like a default player, and then whatever the ammo or armor they're wearing, that's what you'll see instead of the skins. So it's literally as simple as that, and I don't think there won't be. I mean, it's like, oh, you don't want to see it, just turn it off.
They won't do it.
Yeah, no, they won't because they gotta pay. You pay exactly. Why am I paying for it? If no one could see my 6 skins, man.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's a huge bummer. They're probably going to be 70 or 80 bucks too, and a bunch of people are going to buy them because they think they're funny. But I'm still going to play the game because everything else is good, and I'll just kill these people. But like in game,
overall, it's still a good game. Yeah, and just to clarify.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a bummer, and it's got me. I've been really happy with ABI this season. What they did, how it feels, how it plays. And it's got me looking over the fence, man. Like what's Gray Zone gonna be doing, and some of these other games. But we got more games to talk about in 2026. Is it game breaking for you, Buff? I'm pretty sure I know your opinion. You think it's really stupid, but like, will you still play it?
I don't really care. I mean, there's enough good tactical grounded stuff in the game that I don't need to pay attention to it too much. I'm curious to see how many people are actually running that, because I don't think a lot of the player base that I've run into would buy that stuff, but we'll see. I mean, the game is really fun. I've been getting back into it. I went from 3 million or like 2.5 million up to like 22 million, and you know, not even playing that much, just doing some solo runs on TV and hidden red rooms and all that stuff. And I mean, it's a fun game. So no, it's not game breaking for me. I'll just, as long as it doesn't get too great, like
just specifically go after those players.
Yeah, I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see everybody running it. You know what I mean?
It's gonna eventually happen, though. I bet if you look at the mobile version, like it's wild out there.
All right. Well, we'll go back to this video and this date. Like this is the last.
It's the turning point.
This was the prime of
but
ABI
also
back in the day.
PC and the mobile community are different. Like that's kind of more expected for a mobile game. The PC players that are playing this, I don't think the majority of them are going to want that. So I would.
I want to hold. I mean, look at.
I don't know. I would be surprised to see a lot of people running it, but well, I guess time will tell.
It's a free-to-play game, yeah.
Well, I thought it would be good to take a gander forward at some of the games in 2026. I kind of compiled a list of them. Again, with the way Battlefield and ABI has been going, it's got me thinking ahead to what's coming in 2026. One of those things I'm hopeful for, I'll just get it out real quick because I talked about it. I'm missing S&D. So I hope Infinity Ward brings us back down to earth in Call of Duty and we get a good search and destroy in presumably Modern Warfare 4.
Modern Warfare Volume 4.
Volume Roman numeral 4. Get
Quattro.
excited.
That's definitely the one I'm looking forward to.
I hope it's good. The other thing that I want to check your guys' temperature on that had a rough go that they're going to try to get fixed is Marathon. Marathon will be coming back after a really, really poor showing. with stolen art as well as and just a rough beta that didn't feel great. They put out a video where they took a bunch of people's feedback allegedly. They did make it look a lot better. Like they made the terrain look a lot more gritty, dark. The vegetation looks real, like you're on a planet. The game looks a lot different. I guess we'll see if it plays different. It's going to be launching pretty soon at around a $30 or $40 price point. Can't remember for sure. Do you guys give a shit?
No.
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 All right.
Not my
Not
type
at all.
of game.
Cool.
Don't care.
I think this game has a massive uphill battle.
100%.
Against like our creators and stuff. Like it's gonna be a tough go for it, I think.
I mean, it's such a obscure franchise before, anyways. So it doesn't have that to kind of hold it up.
If
Yeah,
I weren't
either.
into grounded, more gritty, realistic shooters, primarily, it would probably be something like I. If I were maybe I would
I
love it,
don't know.
but this is just
It's
the type
hard
of
to put
game I would
myself in
never
that
play.
mindset, though.
Yeah, I would never like
Yeah.
where I am currently and how I've always been. I would never play this. Period.
Yeah.
Never previously either. I've just never been into these kind of games.
Yeah. Even growing up, I don't think I'd be, if this game came out, I'd be like, whoa, this no.
The craziest I ever got was like
Yeah.
the Unreal tournaments, I think, but that
Yeah.
was like
That was crazy back then.
this
But I
is-
mean, the game I kind of go back into is the Psycho Frontier, and like that type of style of like immersive but not realistic. And I was having some fun in that game, and then that got shut down. So it's like I'm not expecting much with this, especially like you said, after the last playtest and the AI artwork and or not the AI artwork, the stolen artwork from what was it, like an art what was it, like an artist online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. Oh, well, we'll see.
Good luck,
I
Bungie.
mean, I'm sure. Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure there'll be a some kind of audience for it, but how long?
maybe.
Yep. I don't know.
It's Bungie, right?
It is.
And
Yeah.
yes, we
Then
got.
the other ones, and you guys can chime in with ones if you want to, or I can exhaust my list and then just see if there's any I forgot. I'm gonna glaze over some of these, go quickly because I don't think we have much to say about them. Mouse PI for Hire looks kind of funny. It looks like a first person, like Cuphead, like old school, like super old school animated cartoon shooter. That looks interesting. Like 1930s style cartoon. High on Life 2. I know a lot of people thought that was pretty funny from the creators of Rick and Morty. There's going to be another one of those. That game was actually pretty successful. Blue might have something to say about this one. We're going to see Halo Campaign Evolved. Am I correct?
The Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, campaign.
Halo. This is literally just testing for UE5 for the next Halo game.
That's
for
interesting.
sure. Yeah, I feel like, because like if this goes well, and then they're gonna probably remaster 2 and 3 in UE5, which I didn't even think a remaster was needed, especially with the Master Chief Collection, and it's always on sale. That thing is always like, if you I don't know in 2025 who hasn't played Halo, but if you've never played Halo, Master Chief Collection always comes out on sale, and you can just see the difference right then and there too. You just press a button and you get to see what the game looked like and what it looks like remastered. And I feel like this wasn't needed. So like the only other reason why this is happening is that it's a test for UE5 for the next Halo game, because after Halo Studios is now formed. So well, we'll see. I mean, there's a couple, I know there's some like hardcore Halo fans that are kind of upset of like some changes to some story elements that we've seen. So that's really it though.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what Halo's going to be like moving forward. That's another franchise that they've fumbled pretty badly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, and I guess I keep moving all these, but it also, I need to remind people, if you are listening or watching it later, to put in some of the comments of what you guys are looking forward to. It'd be interesting to read some of those. The next one, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. The more I watch it, the more it's like I don't hate it. The idea of it,
I'm so down to play that, dude. I loved games like that back in the day, especially like Left 4 Dead, dude. Like,
oh, Left 4 Dead 2. I played it was one of the first video games I played
Yeah.
ever. Like,
That one was awesome, especially with the mods.
yeah,
I
and
feel like
this looks
we haven't
pretty
had one
good
since then
too.
that like caught and held people. Like zombie shooters kind of got played out, but this one's interesting with like the 80s vibe to it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of
I think a lot of the, I mean, it's John Carpenter, like such an icon of 80s cinema. So like it's cool to see that come into play as well. So yeah, I'm definitely playing this with some friends. I already know the friends that are super hyped for it because they love 80s horror movies. So
yeah.
yeah, this is for sure. And it looks like fast paced. It looks like the graphics look good as well too. So and it's coming out what, like March, I think.
Yep. March 12th.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
Not that far off.
it's right around. Yeah, it's right around the corner. You really think about it. We're already in 2026. So
We are in 2026. Atomic Heart 2. So Atomic Heart was a pretty big hit. So there's a sequel
I
coming out to
never
that
played the
this year.
first one.
I didn't either, but I always was. It's one of those like I watched trailers and I watched some streams of it and I watched. It's like, man, it's a really interesting and cool game. It's not something
Yeah,
I would play, but like it's neat. Like their world building
yeah.
and stuff looks cool. I guess Active Matter is going to be more like the regular release is going to happen, if I'm not mistaken. I'm ad libbing on that one, but they kind of put those in the same category. Another one. What do you make of this one? You guys, a Warhammer 40K Bolt Gun 2?
Yeah, I know I'm more looking forward to the Total War um for Warhammer personally. So
I'm
um
not much familiar with Warhammer games like at
to be
all.
honest, me neither, but it coming to Total War, and I love RTS games, like that's like the one game mode or game style that I still play my off time, like off stream, off nothing. I'm sitting there playing RTS games. Um it because I like, like I'm, we're in the gaming sphere. Warhammer comes up every now and then. I got friends that absolutely love it and paint the mini figurines and everything like that. So like I'll see them like, yeah, that dude, big giant space marine just crushing skulls. And I remember watching the what was it, the animated short film on Amazon Prime and seeing how badass that was. And this is like, okay, yeah, this is cool, so I could see myself getting into it. I don't know if I have the mental capacity to get into another franchise as
Yeah,
big as
I
Warhammer.
feel that. Like when you get a little older, you just run out of hard drive space up here, man. Like there's always
I don't know, man. There's so much lore in Warhammer,
I've,
and God forbid if I ever decided to make a video on it and get something wrong, I don't want to be,
I
get the purist on me, man. I don't need that.
I
I've
wasted
already dealt with that with Stalker.
too much storage space with Rainbow Six map knowledge and meta stuff. It's a lot of space taken up by Rainbow Six in my head that I don't play anymore. Um, this is the biggest. This could be the biggest one. It's gonna be
Oh,
huge. This could be the
oh,
biggest one. Ready? Ghost
ready.
Recon Project Over.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I keep seeing like those people they, they'll just take like Breakpoint or something like that and make a first person mod and then put it online like, look, the next Ghost Recon is first person. It's like, yeah, we'll see, like I know it's not that we'll see. I just want to see what the game will be like when we get to that point, because again, it's Ubisoft at this point. We've already explained it before. I don't need to go back in depth about this. So
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, it's
And
Ubisoft.
hopefully it's good.
They've sucked pretty bad lately. By the way, Justin, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Happy New Year.
Dang,
I
Justin.
really appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, this is like one of the few potential bright spots for Ubisoft. Like Ghost Recon. Come on, man. Like please pull one out of your ass and do this correctly.
This is, if they're gonna do it with anything, it's got to be this. So the rumors are first person though. Although who knows, they may be a talk
Yeah,
or something.
it's all just rumors right now.
Yeah,
So
I haven't played in a while, but the Wildlands first person mod, like I set all that up and played a lot of it, and it was So give me anything similar to that. I would prefer it in first person just because I like first persons. But I mean, I played the third person version of it a lot before I modded it. Still really fun. So what was the second one called?
What, Wildlands or Breakpoint?
Breakpoint, yeah. Like
Yeah,
Breakpoint was good too, but just the
it wasn't good
environment
at
wasn't as
first.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it just wasn't as relatable to like the Wildlands was just like, okay, you're special forces going against the cartels. Like it was a perfect
that
setup.
felt
So.
more, I guess, like you said, like down. Oh my gosh, grounded. It felt more grounded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, because it was relatable. It's like that's something
Mhm.
that probably has happened.
The
You know what
It's
I mean?
happening
Sicario
right
vibes.
now.
The
Yeah,
Sicario,
it's
yeah,
happening
dude,
right now.
Venezuela,
It's in
brother.
Venezuela.
Like
Did you real quick? I know this is really off topic, but did you see like we might get like what was it? I guess like piracy rules back in American territory, like waters?
I did see that.
I did
yeah.
not see
Yeah.
that. That's sweet.
Brother. If we start letting people on behalf of the US start doing piracy actions,
You're gonna have a whole
you're gonna
lot
see
of people buying
Jim
boats,
Bob
dude.
and his 40-footer, you know,
You're gonna go
out
Blue,
in the Gulf of America.
You're gonna be in Florida, like where'd all the dudes go? Like, because it's gonna be fleets of Florida men just
ghost
buzzing down the Gulf of America.
And they get to keep what they captured. That's crazy, brother. Like if a Congress passes that, that'd be, I don't know, man. That'd be crazy.
That'd be insane, dude. We're
I
going
forgot what it's
pirates,
Marquee.
I
boys.
might have to
Marquee.
bring
It's
the
like
boat.
yeah,
I might have
Marquee.
to
That's what
bring
it
the
is.
boat down to Florida then, and that I was gonna move to Minnesota and open a daycare, but maybe bringing the boat to Florida sounds better.
Dude, come on in. I
It'd
got
be
some
funner
weapons.
to be
Let's go on.
pirates.
Let's go on those open ocean on the water.
Yeah,
Let's be
right.
pirates.
Pirates life for me, dude. It'd be
Oh,
I just
sweet.
love kids though, so I really feel like I could be a good daycare owner in Minnesota. So
True.
Right,
You know
it's
what?
my
Let's
dream.
go into
What
business
do kids
together.
have to do with being a daycare owner in Minnesota? I don't think there's-
Exactly. That's the
know.
exact question, Crash.
Crash, you lure a lot, you know, when you. are a
Oh
daycare
man,
owner.
we need a political
so.
podcast. I'm telling you guys.
Yeah,
About these
we could
great
have a lot
jokes,
of fun.
dude.
We could have a lot of fun.
It-
Did you have any other games on your
It's a-
list? Because
it's a
I had
circus.
like 2 games that I'm
gonna
gonna
get one of them right now. Hell Let Loose Vietnam.
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay, that was 100%.
Was that on your list?
150%, dude. I've been dying for another Vietnam game, and it's Hell Let Loose people making it. Like, yeah, Team 17. Well, the developer is something else, but Team 17 is publisher, and yeah, whew. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to start yelling. Especially to start yelling. What was it like in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam? The enemy, you could start will start yelling. Oh my gosh, the NVA would start saying "Go home, GI," you know, and just just start putting spikes traps everywhere, whatever the heck they might do. I don't know. We'll see. It won't be Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, that's for sure. It'll be a lot more probably graphic, because Hell Let Loose. That's another. I was thinking about that too before we started. Like I feel like you should get or try some Hell Let Loose. Because
Me?
I know you're not into like respawn game modes, but like it might not be a one life mode, but it sure feels like it sometimes. Like you die and that whole point is lost, you know? Like,
yeah.
So
yeah, there's no that's as gritty as it gets. That's fun.
It is.
I can go
PTSD simulator.
Yeah, I can go quickly through some of these. There are 2 I want to mention. I played Witchfire. It's actually pretty cool, but there's 2 that are kind of like Souls-like, but FPS. So like there's kind of magic and stuff like that, but they're pretty neat worlds. Valor Mortis and Witchfire. So if you're interested in something a little bit different out there, that is out there as well. The other one I wondered about, No Law. Have you seen that one? That was weird. It's developed by Crafton, but it's kind of like set in cyberpunk types. Like cyberpunk sim.
Yeah.
So that's
I heard. I'm seeing some things that like it might be copying Cyberpunk 2077. Like
it's Crafton.
You know, what's
PUBG?
Crafton is PUBG, right? Yeah. Okay.
China.
Yeah.
China.
You know what though? That makes a lot more sense. Also, and knowing a lot more, especially with UE5 and development and seeing behind the scenes. I'm seeing so many red flags right now. Seeing assets and the meta faces and stuff like that. Like I keep seeing that. I'm just like, it doesn't scream quality to me. It doesn't, you know, especially for like someone that's published by Krafton. It's a smaller developer, most likely. Like if you go, oh no, hold on, wait a minute.
Krafton's not small.
No,
That's
not
PUBG.
Krafton. Neon Giant.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't follow.
And they made the Ascent. But that's a top-down shooter. So, but it's also kind of cyberpunkish. And I remember actually that was actually a pretty good game.
Huh.
So
yeah, that'll be weird.
Okay.
See how that plays out. That'll be a fun storyline to follow next year or this year, I guess.
Yeah.
The other one that I thought was interesting and kind of funny off the wall is the Ferocious one, the dinosaur survival FPS.
I did play that demo
with the riding mechanic, so you can tame and ride a dinosaur.
Yeah, I got to control little dinosaurs and tell a Tyrannosaurus Rex to go. A Triceratops. My son would be ashamed that I got that wrong. How dare you, Dad, to get that dinosaur wrong? Yeah, that was a okay game. That was UE. No, that was UE4.
And then Negan, actually, big time spoiler alert. I even had this pulled up. Road to Vostok is going to be early access launching February and March. So
I'm excited.
We followed this game like the whole time. Auntie just posted some new shots of the school map that he made. And yeah, he's been like cranking out maps and content and stuff for the early access launch.
That's why I haven't played it in a while, and that's why, because I the last time I played it is when he introduced one of the newest traders, and I'm like, okay, it still has a lot more work, and then I just see how much work he's done. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wait to early access because I want to get the full experience.
I wonder if he would want to come back on the show. Be cool.
I'm sure.
Talk to him again.
Set him up. Yeah.
I have to send him a little massage. But yeah.
A massage.
I think, let me check. Oh, the funny one is the Concorde 2 High Guard. That's going to be pretty funny to watch it crash and burn.
Yeah, I can give two shits about that.
I know. No one cares about it, and it's pretty funny.
No one cares.
Okay.
Did you I don't know if you know anything about this one still. Vanguard. It's an MMO FPS, but it's apparently launching early. Yeah, EVE Online.
Yeah.
So, you know, huge,
weird game.
Yeah, massive game right there. So the fact that they're going into an MMO FPS type of stuff, and I think that's coming, according to Google, early access launch summer 2026. So
their Steam page says release date Q3 2026.
Okay, so probably playtest before then, and then early and it's like early access release could be then.
Is this gonna be an MMO? Like Eve is like if you guys don't know, which you probably do, but Eve is like a massive, insane MMO. Like seemingly like real life implications. Like people take that shit super serious. Is this going to be a completely separate game, or is this going to take place inside of the Eve?
I have no clue, dude. That's another world that I'm scared to get into because I love sci-fi. Eve, yeah, because it's just people's life is on that game. You know, has been on that game because it's been out for quite some time. So,
but it's just huge.
Yeah, there's something called bastions that are in there, so it's like, they're like player owned, I guess. So there might be something that has that, but I don't know if it'll be connected to the actual EVE Online game itself. I wouldn't put it past them, but there's some crazy gameplay, and IGN did a video on it, like breaking it down and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. So
pretty nutty. Yeah. Anything else?
What did you, I guess we can get to quick shots because I wanted to talk about I guess that kind of leads into Star Citizen.
Yeah, I actually just
you can cover that one first because I gotta run to the bathroom. So.
Go for it.
Perfect.
Yeah, quick shots. Yeah, Star Citizen finally, or about to be, couple just a cool million off to become $1 billion alpha project. A billion, dude, with a B.
Billions and billions.
Billion, dude.
It's one of the biggest alpha projects that's ever been done. Never seen anything
dude.
like it. Billions.
It's crazy because I know people that have bought ships that aren't even in the game yet. You know, the joke is like, oh, you bought a PNG file. Like literally, I'm not even kidding, dude. Like they bought the promise that the ship will be coming out. And I will say,
are they expensive
there
too?
Dude,
Like
I think $1,000 is like a starter.
I was
for
gonna
some of
say
those.
like $700.
Yeah.
I've seen like $700-800.
$700. Yeah, like I've definitely seen people spend. You know, I've met people, especially when I had my full on. Like I think I played it for like a year straight. I feel like they get it 6 months on, 6 months off, 6 months back on, and then yeah, I met people that spent at least $3,000 on that game, and that was like a year and a half ago. So and then they told me, oh, this is nothing. Like you should see the people who have spent like over 5 digits on that game, over 10 grand since the beginning.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
that's
that game's
so
still
nutty.
Yeah, that game still just shocks me how much. I think the picture was like $928,209,121. Yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, but Star Citizen, their single player campaign, Squadron 42 is like looking to be released here sometime this year, maybe. Again,
okay, bud.
BSG, not BSG, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it kind of melds together anyways. Oh my gosh. Why am I forgetting them?
The people
RSI.
that make it?
Robert, yeah, RSI. Yeah. Hey, watch out for the 3-letter acronym companies, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did showcase like it was like 30 minutes of like the intro for their campaign. I mean, it's got like huge actors in it. Mark Hamill, Mark Strong, Gary what's his name? Oh man, Gary something. Someone in chat might say it, but I mean the fact that they paid money for these people, man, and it's finally coming out, I guess. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll see. I there's definitely some moments where people hit me up like, "Hey man, get back into it. It's so much better." And I will say there are some moments where the game does feel better, but then I get back into it and I'm still running at like 40, 50 FPS on one of the planets, and I have a 5070 Ti. Like, no, dude, come on. Like, this game has been out for how long now? Like, and go ahead and say something negative, and the Star Citizen community will come at you, dude, at your throat. They'll be like, I'm investing. It's like, oh, dude, okay, all right, never mind. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Crazy. Yeah. No, I'm good.
I think the last time I played was with Fry. I think, yeah, the last time I played was with Fry. And it just went all to hell. Like nothing went right. He just started bashing the game, and I was like, yeah, we were like invited by 2 of his friends. I was like, oh, I'll try it out again. Yeah, sure. And it's like, yep, Star Citizen. So
nice. Yeah, we'll have to and then yeah, it's just that's fun to watch down from the sidelines for me. That games like Star Citizen and Eve that we just talked about are like really intimidating because it has like real world financial implications. Like if you play that game, like there's very serious communities around those games.
It's just because like you'll spend 4 hours just to fight, one person, so
nuts, man. And there were some questions in chat. We will be talking about and covering War Dogs as well. Definitely like to reach out to some people from there. Maybe Lossie would come on when they get closer to launch and talk about it or something. The community managers.
That would be cool. That'd be cool. I was cool when he followed me. I was like, oh shit, I know that guy.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll definitely be following War Dogs. I'm very interested to see what they do. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not.
NDA.
I don't know. There's it, I guess. I think that no, never mind.
Don't tease us.
But well, okay, I'll just say it. I think next week on the Push to Talk podcast with Fry, I think we're interviewing Joel Brammer from this Bulkhead Studios that's making.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
That's sick.
I'm excited for that.
So there will be some War Dogs content over there. I don't think we're talking about it a ton because they're not really ramping up. They're not ramping up their marketing push to launch yet. So, but we'll be talking about that next week. So
Hell yeah.
And-
He's the lead guy, right?
yeah, he's the head dude at Bulkhead. Yeah.
Head dude. Okay. All right.
And then I think Lossie might be there. And then I think Lossie would come on here. I've talked to him in the past when he was Battlefield creator about coming on, and he was interested. So we will we'll try to get some War Dogs content on this show too, because we'll be interested in that one. All right.
Quick shot. What else
Bluff,
we got?
what you been doing over here in Operator?
Yeah, so I'll have a video probably tomorrow for this, but Operator had a new update, version 008, I believe it is. So huge update. The game itself, I don't know how much it is. It's like 15 or 20 bucks in Steam, but the new update added a ton of cosmetics, gave it like a lightning graphic overhaul. New weapons. You have the MG338 from SIG, which is that 338 Lapua Magna machine gun that won the NGSW bid. You also have the 6-hour P320 or the M17 for a pistol. They added a M320 grenade launcher, and I think that was it. I cover it in the video that I'll have out probably tomorrow. But bunch of new maps, like I said, cosmetics, like new plate carriers, new pants, new shirts, new helmets, like everything. So there's so many cosmetics in the game. It's amazing. The new maps are really hard, but I just was editing the video again today because I made it, and then I started playing on the server browser for the first time. Because there's PvP in the game too, that you can play on the server browser, but most of the people are doing PvE, which is I think where it's more fun. And so it's a lot like you guys heard me talk about Insurgency Sandstorm, how I play the PvE versions with teams. So it's basically that with different and more content and customization. You can customize your character however you want and everything. So it's a ton of fun. I jumped in the server browser with different teams and we played through some of the newer missions. And I will say, like, I enjoyed playing the game solo this whole time, but now when you're playing with teammates and comms, like, holy crap, it takes it to a next level. So I'm a little bit addicted to this right now. It's definitely like scratching that itch for the tactical shooter space that I have. It is a lot of fun, and the new weapons and all the customization options you can do, and I know Justin's probably still in chat, but there was a bug for a while with like you couldn't deploy your iPad map from your plate carrier, and turns out it's not a bug. It's you need to have like the right plate carrier on to do it, and I figured that out. And you have a UAV overhead, so you can see where enemies are, which is cool. And if you're running solo or if you're hosting your own server, that gives you like the commander mode, so you can look at your iPad and call in UAV hell strikes, like hellfire missiles on the targets, which is sick. So they added one of the new maps was like Kubal, Afghanistan. You're going after ISIS HVT, so you're fighting ISIS in the streets of Kubal. It's like a crazy urban
cool
environment. There's enemies on technicals with discus.
Is that one of the newer
stuff.
maps?
Yeah, it's a brand new one that came out. One of the many. They have like 5 or 6 new ones, but that's one of the new ones. And
wait, 5 or 6? Damn.
Yeah, they added a good amount, and they're hard. But we had a team, and the commander were like, we're calling out targets, and the missiles are coming in, and just like you're looking at it I'm looking at it on my monitor, just the splash, and then all the people disappear. So it was really, really fun. Like I said, it's like 15, 20 bucks. So if you're on PC, you're looking for like a fun thing to play alone or with people, it's really good. And just a lot of the servers I've been in, you can customize, you can make your own, customize it however you want, PvP, PvE, however many players you want to allow in. And there's usually always servers there. There's like 400 something people playing the game typically. It looked like yesterday, the past couple of days I was on. So I also think it's a single developer doing this. So it's
That's
it's
insane
a really,
if that's the
yeah,
case, dude.
it's an amazing game. And especially, I because I never played with teams in this, There's a lot of good features like when you're stacking up and stuff behind teammates, you can put your hand on their shoulder and they'll know you're there before you like breach stuff. So it just it's really fun. I can't say enough good things about this game. You know, this update added, like I said, a lot more content, but then finally jumping in to play with other players, which is something for whatever reason I just hadn't done, really, really took the game to the next level for me. So if you're a fan of like these type of games, if you like Insurgency Sandstorm, playing the PvE there, this is definitely one I would check out. It is
AI fighting against
endless
AI
fun.
feels good too.
Dude, it's hard. Yeah, like it's really
Yeah.
hard. Like
Okay.
you'll die. So you gotta
You
be
just die.
You just die,
especially in
man.
The Cabal map, and then there's a Mexico map where you're going against like a cartel drug facility. And like this update, they added enemies on technicals with dishkas. So like you have to kill these guys and you know now that I figured out how to use my monitor I can see where some targets are and you can splash them and shit with the hellfires. But yeah, like there's plenty of times we're clearing and going into buildings and I just get domed in the face. So like the AI is no joke. It's a lot of fun. You do helicopter infills for some missions based on what spawns you choose and everything. MVGs, you know, you have IR lasers, IR lights, everything. And they also added, I don't know if it was there before, but they added the newer night vision um, that highlights like the newest night vision that
Oh,
we
like
have that
the not
highlights
thermals,
people,
but
not thermal, yeah,
yeah.
but it does like the highlighter outline of people and
Mm-hmm.
things like that
They
and
added that? Oh
objects.
shit. Okay.
So it's sick. And also when you're dead and you're on a team, it's helmet cam spectating. So you're spectating your teammates
That's
from the
cool.
helmet cam. So it's really fun game. Can't say enough good things about it. I think as far as what I've been playing right now, like you know, I started my holiday vacation like Battlefield, then I went like crazy with ABI for a couple days, and then I've just been doing this, man. Just playing these maps over and over. It's never the same thing. You get good teams in there. It's a ton of fun, and like I said, the weapon customization is
Mm.
insane. You know, you can pretty much build anything you want. So it's a
I'm
very
watching
underrated
the
game.
video on Crash's screen real quick, and if that's the newest gameplay, that looks so much different than how I remember it.
Well, they did something with the graphics and the lighting too, and that's the first thing I noticed. Like when I booted it up and went into the Lone Wolf feature, like you go into the staging area and everything looked better. And also, even at the main menu, they fixed the lighting at the menu. So, however your character is kitted out at the menu, you can now see how your character looks, and the lighting's much better now, so you can actually see how you're kitted and the guns you have. It's a huge update for this game, in my opinion. So
It's
I'll
on
have a video
sale
on that
too right now.
tomorrow. What's that?
It's on
Yeah,
sale, 40%
yeah,
It's
off.
$11 or
yeah.
$11.99.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I would highly, if you guys are just bored or want to check something out, I mean, 11.99, $12, like you're gonna get more than your money's worth with that, and there's a lot more updates coming for this game. So
Nice.
definitely my favorite game I'm playing right now. So highly recommended.
Nice. Oh, the other one, I'll do one
Yeah.
last as we're probably winding up the show here. I will do one last one, that method of entry game. Interested in that one too. That
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah, that one that one comes out and it's good. Yeah, I think your S&D prayers will be answered.
I'll be busy. Yeah. Hope it's
Oh
good.
man.
So, anyways, yeah, I think that's probably a show. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool. All right. Like I said, up near the top, if you guys can share this around, hit the like button, share the video, as well as do the 5-star reviews on the audio platform. Helps us a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy New Year. I hope 2026 is awesome for everyone. And thank you guys for spending time with us. We look forward to it. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Later,
Peace.
guys.